Welcome to a compilation of deleted scenes from Scott the Woz seasons 1 through 5. Many times, scenes are deleted from these episodes due to maybe the tone doesn't feel right, like they just don't feel right in the episode as a whole, or potentially just because of timing, whether it's I need to get this episode out right now, and the scene felt very superfluous, so just cut it out. Or I couldn't find like the gameplay clip that I needed that corresponded with it, and it just didn't feel right without it. Or potentially like I just said something dumb, so I was like, I'll just cut this, save myself the headache. Scenes are deleted for a multitude of reasons, and maybe you can deduce what those reasons are by checking out these clips. Many of them are presented without context. That's probably because I don't remember where they necessarily would have fit in. I do retain most of the scripts of these things, so I can kind of look and see, but I just kind of wanted to present these in an organized manner. And most of these are pretty self-explanatory, and I tried to add context if possible. So just kind of view this as a bit of an archival project, just showing everybody hey, these are some scenes that didn't quite make it. Also keep in mind, I generally archive these deleted scenes when I'm working on these episodes. So some scenes, specifically scenes from the Mario Party episodes, the audio levels are all over the place, and that's because many times I didn't have a chance to actually polish these. I just kind of threw them in a different project in Final Cut Pro, and as is, without really editing them. And just to archive them when I was ready to just move on, I just exported the project as is. And so I just have an MP4 file on my computer that says deleted scenes for these specific episodes. So many times, the audio files, the audio levels are going to be all over the place. Maybe the video will look a little weird, it isn't the gameplay clips that are 4x3 may not be formatted properly. But so keep that in mind. And some of these are presented without context, which may be better. It may be more interesting that way, but enjoy.
Immersion alert! Right, guys? It's like I'm really there watching some guy trying to escape an upside-down death in front of a Days Gone gameplay demo. Hopping from NES game to NES game, a stage based off of the NES Classic Edition could be sweet. I mainly just wanted for the menu theme to be in Smash. Now going off of this, an NES remake stage could be similar, but I went with a stage based off of the mini console that just loves to discontinue. The Great Plateau, Peach's Castle, Tamriel, Rocktown, fits like a glove. Also, after spending $70 on this thing and filing for bankruptcy, you can use the backs of these things to help yourself out. Classic wind-up, ground pound, everything's slower now. The 3 new power-ups the game introduced are front and center, including Yoshi as well. Couple that with some amazing music, and we got ourselves a winner here.
Alright, so it's time to open up a brand new can of 3-year-old soup. There ain't no movie magic going on here. Alright. Fuck!
You want the Doomslayer to feel even more powerful?
Yeah.
Well, we got it. You want even more badass demons?
Oh yeah.
Well, there are twice as many in this game. You want to see Hell on Earth?
Uh-huh.
Well, we just teased it.
Looks like another transmission, this time from Bullshitopolis. Damn it, I never got my tonsils out. And motion controls were lodged into the PS3 controller just in case you needed to really know what it was like to walk on a log in Uncharted. It tastes like f***ing nickels! It's basically our not yet rated.
I don't know, guys. It seems pretty foolproof.
Teaser for Super Mario Odyssey DLC. What could that even mean? Is it just the presenter going oh, look at that. As a sequel to Sonic 1, it's fair to say this game is very similar, which scares the piss out of me. And man, is this number hard to verify. The most accurate source I could find was the Huffington Post, and even at that, they state all 3 games combined sold over 31 million. Which I don't know if they're referring to Red, Blue, and Yellow, the 3rd version, or Red, Blue, and Green, the original 2nd version of the game only released in Japan. And on top of that, I don't think this includes the sales of the 3DS re-releases of the game, so whatever, we'll just go with this number. Mega Man 1 is pretty good with the whole who's weak to what power thing. It's just something that persists in the franchise where sometimes you ask, why would they be weak to that? Now, the Magna Beam lets you temporarily create platforms, but it of course uses up weapon energy, so you have to be careful. Thankfully, in this section, there's always this energy capsule that will respawn each time you leave and re-enter the screen. It's nice that they put that here, but god, is it tedious to keep going back and forth just because the controls make it so difficult to properly place platforms and land on them. Plus, I had to wait in this section beforehand for the longest time. These are enemies that you can use as platforms, but they got stuck at the top of the screen for literally like 5 minutes. I didn't want to waste my Magnet Beam energy because directly after this I had to use it for this section. Plus, I just wanted them to come to me so I didn't have to risk as much death. Wait, did somebody say death? Whenever I get home, I tell myself. Jerry says this every time the cash prize is upped, and I don't know why my watching needs to be that careful. But I can easily say the fact that both teams look exactly the same, with players either having dark or blonde hair, is wildly confusing. It's hard to keep track of who's on my team and who's not. I don't know if anybody else was a stupid, dumb, stupid kid like me back in the day, but if I would get a GBA game that I also had on GameCube, I kind of expected the GBA version to be basically the GameCube game. I didn't know what a tech or a spec was, so I was a bit disappointed to find that the Game Boy Advance version of Battle for Bikini Bottom looked like this, and not this. Also, the PlayStation 4 version has kind of a lame icon on the menu. NT25, like NT is the unanimously understood lingo used for Night Trap. You see anybody on the street, point at them and say NT, they'll respond. Whether that be stuff like QuickTime events, triggering specific scenes to happen, you get the idea. Sure, some got a little more creative with the genre, but when you get down to it, FMV games were just movies that force you to hit a button sometimes. Just as an example, I played through this game multiple times and never could have even dreamed this scene was in here. You know what that means, Xenoblade fans. You hate me. So now there are a bunch of different ways to play Sonic CD. Originally, you needed either a Sega CD, the original PC version, or a GameCube/Exotic PS2. Now, there are no excuses. Grab your nearest Amazon Fire TV stick and you're off to the races. Okay, wanna buy a protection plan for this game? Fucking yeah. Anything! Oh look, my nameplate came in. I love when Xbox opens their events with their just absolutely iconic characters on display, Halo and Car. And Peach gets a 6.
And Luigi gets modesty. Looks like Luigi's getting a chance to commit larceny.
And may I say, it's about time.
I can only steal coins.
What the hell? I have the least amount of coins!
I just want to make sure it stays that way. Look at me go! I even get a one-player game to myself! Ground Pound!
Time out!
Hey, don't worry, we're all f***ing idiots named Jeff from time to time. Well, we have another 1 vs 3 minigame, Bash and Crash, where Wario has no way of defending himself and we can just assault him and take his money.
I'm sorry, what were the controls? Wait, what is this?
Oh, it's a mystery block that appears. It'll swap you with Donkey Kong and make us do chance time all over again. Christ!
Well, Wario gives a star. Oh god, no, anything but my stars! To Peach!
Oh, thank f***.
But Wario doesn't have any stars.
Oh yeah. Oh, a slot machine. I've been practicing this one.
I forgot to ask you, are there any pumpkin regulations in the county?
Well, you can't quarter it in a time of peace.
I don't want it.
You already took the cellophane off. You can't return it. If you ever as much as lay a finger on her, I swear to God. Oh yeah, some kind of a pumpkin party.
Well, thanks again. I'll take good care of her for you. Okay, well, if you really want to see how she's doing, you're free to stop by anytime later this week. We can even invite more pumpkin users, make it a bit of a get-together. Is that slang? Regardless, having all of these is like opening up a sock drawer to find a ton of candies. Instant joy followed by, what the hell is on this thing?
Alright, who wants to start here? I can't. I'm at an intervention right now.
Well, I can't either. I'm ordering food for an intervention.
Yeah, I think we go for, what, a corn dog for the room?
Alright, I think it's about time I speak up. Have you ever considered a better use of your time than not playing RPGs? By playing RPGs?
That would definitely make things easier here, yes.
Well, in here! Take it! I promise you won't have sex!
I can't! You don't understand the life I set out to have by labeling myself as not an RPG guy.
Well, then go on then! Don't play RPGs!
It was on my schedule.
Have a life! See if I care!
I'm sorry, I like Uncharted, but if you take that core plot and turn it into a movie, like, who cares? I think that story works because it's a game. You take it and put it into a film, I would blink a ton during that movie, so I miss as much of it as possible.
This ain't no phony baloney widescreen either. You ever see when games on the GameCube or Xbox say they support widescreen and like, yeah, but the menus and user interface just get stretched to oblivion because of that. Even some remasters do, like Banjo-Kazooie on Xbox Live Arcade. Like, come on! Nah, here it feels pretty natural, as if the game was always meant to look this way. Drawn to life! I remember I lied to kids on the school bus after drawing my own character in the game, saying, yeah, this is a game I made. Then it would be like, hey, want to power up? I took the DS away and went into the character editor. Here you go!
Wow, I can tell it's so much faster now.
Guys, you know safety protocol. If we go down in space, make sure you're wearing one of these.
A parachute?
I packed food rations. This is just an empty cup. Yeah, for air.
I'd show my mom this and she'd go, but you're here!
Hi, yeah, this is Scott. Editing this compilation right now, and for a lot of these clips, I'm adding context via text. This one is a little trickier. It's something like, with Photo Dojo, and taking pictures of yourself and then putting yourself in the game. So the original live action clip here where I go, oh, but my mom goes, but you're here. Like, it was supposed to be like a POV shot of like a hand, like looking at the DS with Photo Dojo and me on the screen, and then like the hand moving over to like me just like standing next to the DS, and it was supposed to be like oh, you're on the DS but you're here. And a lot of scenes like that I usually cut due to time, because the amount of time it takes to just either get somebody that can do that for me in front of the camera in the timing that I want it to be in, or for me to just like film like my hand doing that on green screen while also setting up a shot properly. A lot of times it's just quicker to just cut a joke like that.
Sounds like a shipment's coming in.
Is the jet using gas? Lots. Good.
Mecha Marathon! Oh god, I thought it was one of those put it in the cup and watch where it goes type games. Let's hear the prediction! Tell me, Senator! Him?
Turtles can be senators in space. The rules are different.
I'm not sure I like these rules very much.
Hey, how's it feel to be an ape follower?
Well, I...
Look at that. You're following the ape. If the ape were winning money, would you win it with him?
Yeah.
Sneak and snore, we gotta get in and out without waking the chain chomp.
What? Come on, stop at exact moment!
Can't even fit through the door.
That's the spirit. What's there to be worried about this?
Well, he has been dead for a while.
Oh man, the funeral's ruined.
Well, what do you think?
I think he made the wrong choice being murdered.
Oh, I'm sure he'll learn to live with it. If you're really that tired, I can make you the subject of my next funeral.
Merry Christmas. A little birdie told me you'd like this.
Living books, going back to edutainment, these were great. They transformed standard picture books into point-and-click stories, which was insanely charming. Plus, the logo is what I think got me on the kick of thinking the Fifth Third Bank logo was a face. See, this would be an eyebrow, these the eyes, and then this the nose. And then I don't know what the hell this is, but then when I was 23, I realized it was just 5 out of 3. Gone fishing! Need help with accounting for your Peachtree business? They really had to try to summarize each game in 3 words or less, didn't they? George Foreman's knockout boxing, larger-than-life opponents. The NES was still going strong here, with games like Super Mario Bros. 2. Join Mario, Luigi, Princess Toadstool, and Toad on a crazy adventure in the world of dreams. Spoilers, my god! Oh, come the hell on. The renders for these Sega 32 Xboxes make them look like they have hard plastic Genesis game cases, when they were anything but. Only one page dedicated to the Atari Jaguar, and the 3DO got 4. You know what's a good Christmas present idea? A Christmas tree. It's like buying swim trunks on the first day of autumn. Various other games I normally got through other gift-getting means. The strangest one to me was getting My Sims Kingdom on Valentine's Day by my mother. I didn't normally get Valentine's Day gifts, so
this might have been a bribe. I actually really enjoyed this game. I know the original My Sims isn't anything to write home about, but Kingdom was a solid time. It has the customization elements of The Sims, but formed more of an actual game around it with a small little adventure. I got Wii Music for my birthday. I remember playing around with the idea of asking my mom for a Wii U on Christmas or my birthday, and she said, "I'm not buying you another game console." I think she was trying to save me.
Damn it.